No, man, police don't. No, boy, brother. Your mother come. Bless up, my people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Anisabella Rose. And in this one, my people, Auburn Hill, senator on the government side, confirms importation of ice, as well as opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, calls out finance minister Fayval over appeal tribunal, and 23-year-old unsound mind man was shot and killed at a funeral. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Notification shout out goes to my good sis Pat W. Big up yourself. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber and viewers. So in this first segment, my people, tragedy struck at a funeral where families gathered to bury their loved ones, and a 23-year-old man of unsound mind went and threw the deceased body from the casket and was behaving in a manner where we see that something must have been wrong with his, mental capacity. And police was at the funeral, police was summoned, and my people, instead of de-escalating it, it took a tragic turn where this unsound mind fellow was shot and killed. Now, I'm not going to show that video where the shots were fired and he fell to the ground, my people, because of the whole guidelines of YouTube. So if you want to see that video, my people, it's in my WhatsApp group, or you can feel free to WhatsApp me so you can see the video. But I'm just going to show the clipping where he was at this casket and all of that. So I want to take a look at this, my people. And this is so sad, my people. I wanted to end this year, with some positive news on the channel, but my people, tragedy struck. I do believe that the police could have de-escalated this in a different way. And some people want to tell me what they think about this first segment. It's so sad in my eyes, and it never had to go like that. Them could have sorted out the situation in a better manner. Now, my people, we seen where, Oral Tracy, the Maverick himself, break news that imported ice was in Jamaica, selling at $1,065. And the labor rights, them come out and them support everything and them back and, try to defend everything, saying that it's just the bags that are imported. Then that don't make no sense to me. Who would be selling ice, have their business selling ice, and want to import another person bag with them logo and them address and all of that? That don't make no sense to me. But anyways, Senator Auburn Hill from the government side has confirmed on the Dean Jackson Miller program or radio segment that it's indeed imported ice, and he gave rationale behind why the ice was imported. People want to listen this for yourself.
And all your colleagues and listeners.
And the very same to you. So yeah, when you hear this, Senator, it sounds like, what? Somebody lick their head? What is
Ice?
going on? Yeah, exactly. Ice. Jamaica import ice. Now we understand there's some manufacturer issues, but tell us why it is that permission was granted for this.
A couple of weeks ago, Diane, and because you're in the news, I know you would have heard it, but you have had so many million things happen since then. The Azan Superstore, I think, warehouse burnt. And it's really quite almost adjacent to Pure Ice. Pure Ice is our biggest manufacturer of ice. And the fire spread from that warehouse over to Pure Ice, burnt it, and they just couldn't manufacture anymore. So clearly they had to come to me, and we're practically in the Christmas season at that time. Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. Jamaica had to have ice. And so they, as a manufacturer, approached us and said, look, this is our situation. We won't be able to get back on stream for another 6 to 9 months or so. And therefore, we need to import ice. Now, they wanted, frankly, because of the emergency, to have the duty waived. But because we're in the common external tariff of CARICOM, we couldn't waive the duty. But as the press release that I know you have seen, Camille certainly got it from me. The press release said that we made arrangements for them to avoid the GCT for a period of the next 6 months. That really basically is the story. The ice factory burnt down, the biggest one by far. There was no way we could find the local manufacturer or producer to fill that gap, just impossible. And so dealing with us at the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce and the Ministry of Finance, we were able to get ice back just in time, in fact, for the business season. That's the story.
Okay, so first of all, yes, I have the press release, and yes, of course, we're aware of the fire, and in fact, of course, the newsroom reported extensively on it. But I think I think that kind of collateral damage, so to speak, hadn't been. I don't think
reported.
Right.
Yes,
correct.
That was not reported. That's the truth. Yes.
Yeah. So having said that, now, because you say it's the Pure National is the island's primary manufacturer of ice. So all the ice factory that we hear in this community and that community, those don't have any significant market share, is that it?
I would not put it that way. I'm not going to opine on that at this time. What I am going to opine on is that the biggest manufacturer of ice by far has been out of commission, and therefore there's just no capacity here to fill that.
Okay. Any idea what kind of market share we're talking about then when you say biggest manufacturer by far?
No.
Ballpark.
But it's substantial. I would have to believe that it's north of 50%.
Okay.
In that vicinity, and therefore really just the gap couldn't be filled.
So we're talking to the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce. Did I invert those? Senator Aubin Hill. He's been talking to us about Jamaica's importing ice, and he was saying before the break this was because of a fire at Pure National, Jamaica's main ice manufacturer, that would have left the market short of ice for the festive season as well as for the food and beverage industries. And I have a couple of people asking Minister, one listener saying, ask the Minister why the imported ice is so expensive. Another listener says the challenge is the price for the ice.
All right, let me just, you asked me something about market share, and as a conservative banker, former, I said north of 50%. Dion, the percentage that Pure Ice market share that it has is 75%.
Okay,
so you can see there would have been no capacity at all if imports weren't done. Okay. And you say the question again. Let me
answer. Two listeners at least asking about why is the imported ice so expensive.
Well, first of all, you're importing and you're probably asking somebody for part of their capacity that they didn't plan to export, so price might go up. They probably know if they're good at their business that Jamaica would have a problem. Their normal price might not apply. I don't know the details as to why that may have happened.
And so even if they were importing the ice over the whole festive season, my people, couldn't it have been a lesser amount? for the ice, $1,065. Or why them never sort out other ice factories in other country. But my people, that is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me. Share in the comment section what you think about this. Moving right along, we're seeing the opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, calling out Fayval Williams as it pertains to the FSC appeal tribunal that has been non-functional because there are no persons in that appeal tribunal over a year now. And they put out an immediate release yesterday calling on the finance minister, whose responsibility it is to get that appeal tribunal. And he quoted according to section 19 of the Financial Service Commissions Act of 2001, for the purposes of appeals under any relevant act, there shall be established an appeal tribunal, and provisions of the second schedule shall have effect as to the constitution thereof and otherwise in relation thereto. So if there's any ruling by the FSC as it pertains to pension and any sort of money, security deals and all of that, my people, one would not be able to appeal because there is no appeal tribunal. That body is non-existent, so to speak. But hear what Julian has to say.
I'm calling on the Minister of Finance to speedily appoint an appeals tribunal for the Financial Services Commission. Since the expiration of the tenure of the last tribunal in August 2023, no new members have been appointed. That has left appellants without any recourse and in limbo in the absence of an appeals tribunal. This is really a dereliction of duty on the part of the Homeless Administration and needs to be rectified speedily. It is important for good governance and accountability within the financial services sector for individuals or firms who feel that they have been aggrieved by a decision of the FSC to be able to appeal. And without a tribunal, no appeal can be heard. And there's been an absence for almost a year and a half.
And many would argue that she just came into the position. She's a newly minted minister. But who was there before? Didn't know that there was no appeal tribunal when it is the duty and the role of the finance minister to sort out that appeal tribunal. So what that is telling me, my people, that them just want to rule and lead. No governance, no the right here, some people. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about everything that was outlined in this video, from the unsown man being shot, and as well as the whole ice importation being confirmed by the senator himself, and this calling out of the finance minister. My people, let me hear what you say in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30k and beyond. Help me to get there, my people. Play your part. Support the movement by liking and sharing out the videos. Join the membership as well. Only a small fee per month to be a member of the Isabel Rose movement. You get members badges beside your name. You stand out in the comment section. You get members shout out. Alright, so support the movement, my people. Get this video to at least 4,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more update, and as we close off 2024, I pray and hope that we all will cross over by the grace and mercy of God into 2025. Happy holidays, happy new year when it comes to you and your family. Thanks for the continued support from each and every one on the ABR channel. Let us continue to grow for 2025 and beyond. Big up on yourself, much respect, much love.